Manny's back. Hello, Manny.
Yes,
yeah, we caught you off guard there. You were picking
Hi
your
guys,
nose.
what's up?
So we're going to look back now at the 2019 Hair Scramble with you. You ready?
Happy 25th.
The most recent
ready,
one.
I hope so.
This event is unreal.
I want to wish
All the best for
21st,
The 25th
edition of the Erzberg Rodeo. Happy anniversary.
30 the Erzberg Rodeo.
I wish you all the best for the
25th edition of Erzberg Rodeo.
I hope you have a good weekend.
Have great fun and everybody enjoy a lot the show.
Yeah!
Yeah! Oh my god, already 25 years, you know. The event is older than myself, which is insane.
That's
would say.
mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad. It's totally mad. Like I'm now 22 and the event is already 25, so that's pretty cool to see, you know, that such a big event is already that it's already so long in the
Yeah. So established already. And there's Graham
So
back in the pack.
established.
I don't know if you were listening then, but Taddy and Graham going for the 6th win. Who's going to get it first, Manny? Who do you think?
Oh, I hope that I'm not gonna lose against Graham again. So I hope I can give it another shot next year. But yeah, we were
Very
all fired
tactfully
up.
put.
Yeah, we were all fired up in 2019. There we can see I'm running 2 goggles at the start. Some proper special secret stuff, what I would say.
Some what? 2 pairs? Did you literally have 2 pairs of goggles on?
Yeah, I had 2 pairs on because we had some big pedals. So
That's a brilliant idea. I've never known anyone run 2 pairs of goggles, like maybe 20 tear-offs, but yeah. And that's is that
Yeah.
Leia Sands there, isn't it?
yeah, that's Lars Hans. He gave it a shot last year, which is super nice, you know, that we see like also Sandra Gomez, you know, like one
That's
of the
right.
best women in the off-road dirt bike scene are giving it a shot at Red Bull Erzbergrodeo.
It's great, isn't it, to see him recognised and on the front row there like that. Amazing, yeah. So here
Yeah,
we go.
totally. It's super nice. Start this year, 2019, like already Teddy said, you know, like back in the days it was engine off, and now we started with engine on, which is way better because nobody can cheat, I would say. So that's a big advantage for every, like not an advantage, but it just helps a lot that nobody can cheat at the start.
You never did the Western Beach race. I've never seen such cheating as that. No one even waits for the flag to drop. They just get on the beach and go. So this is actually quite good. And yeah, here we go. Plenty of
Here we
water
go.
down there as well again.
Yeah, weird. Like myself, I had a really good start. There we can see already I'm in third, you know, like Garcia was in front, he got the whole shot. And there we see, that was such a bummer, you know, like Ryan Sipes. It's been his first year at Red Bull Erzbergrodeo and he made all this mess in the first uphill. But yeah, it was cool to see Ryan coming out of like Supercross and doing all them different races last year, like them Sipes program, which is such
It's
a cool
amazing,
idea,
isn't it?
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool to see. Like he's doing, I think, some extremes, some outdoors, some Supercross, which is super nice.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. So where are you at the moment here, Manny? Is that
I'm in third. Garcia is leading. I think that Johnny's second and myself in third position. We have been going fast at the beginning. Wow, it's always so nice if you have a good start and you know that there are not so many guys in front of you, just to clean the first forest parts and the first uphill is quite nice because you don't have traffic anywhere.
It must make life, it's almost like a different race, isn't it? Even just to be in 20 riders back. Like you say, the fact that you can get up these climbs, there's not bikes littered all over them, it's massive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's massive. It's definitely a good start is such a big advantage. Yeah, then we can
No
see
doubt.
Garcia, you know, he's just pinning it, you know, like he's such a fast rider, and him as a normal enduro rider doing all them crazy extreme races, he's actually progressing quite well the last couple of years now.
Well, you know, he's got unbelievable pace, hasn't he? But yeah, but to see him take on the Erzbergrodeo as more of someone coming from a motocross background. It's a big undertaking, but that's really what the West Series is about, though, isn't it? Putting all these riders from different genres together and seeing who can come out on top in different events.
Totally, you know, like I think I also showed it last year, you know, like I'm also a really good all-rounder, and that's what the race is, like the West is about, you know, like you have to be good in every kind of situation. So it's nice. I learned a lot in like all them fast stuffs. I think also Garcia or, for example, Watson, they also learn a couple of extreme stuff, which is super important, and I think it also helps sometimes in the different disciplines.
Bit of a bottleneck there. Look at that. But yeah, that's right. And I mean, you know, you can't get a trials background overnight, can you? Most people who do trials, since they do it from like knee high to a grasshopper. So this was a new section, I believe, last year, Manny, right?
It was kind of a new old section. Back in the days, it called Three Kings. This year they built up these new tunnels, and it called now Center at the mountain. So
had a rebrand.
Yeah, it was such a cool thing, you know. Like we went into a tunnel with lights and everything, you know. Like just just the scenes, you know, of the GoPro footage is unbelievable. I think I was leading at this point already. I think I passed Johnny right at the beginning, and also then Garcia in the first little forest.
Did your mindset change when you got in the lead? I mean, you've led a lot of big races, but you know, do you feel like there's a pressure on you then not to make a mistake any more than if you're
I was like, Manny, go faster, please. Nah, just kidding. Like I tried to stay. Oh, look at this guy.
Oh my
god, yeah. This was a crazy first uphill. Like it was so weird because it was super narrow and so many big rocks. So in every row, I think it got such a big mess because somebody crashed and the whole row got stuck behind this guy. But yeah, back to what we just talked about it. That it's definitely different, you know. So it's really important.
Yeah. Well, especially, you know, I hate to say it, but when you're looking at winning it for the first time as well, I mean, that's you kind of Look at these amateurs. Do you feel for them? I mean, they probably have the toughest job out of everyone because they are going to use every minute of that 4 hours, and most of them not going to get anywhere near the finish.
Yeah, totally. Like we can see, you know, myself last year, I think I finished around 2.5 hours or something like this. Graham was even faster, and them amateur riders just doing it until the last very end, you know, until the horn signal comes up.
And it's just, you know, of course, it's all we know about the Iron Road prologue leading into the Hare Scramble, but over the 4 days, there's loads of events in there, rocket ride and demonstrations. I mean, there's no festival of off-road motorsport, motocross, motorbikes like this, is there really?
Yeah, totally. Like I already said, you know, it's one of the biggest off-road festivals, and it's so cool to see, you know, them all good vibes, and the Iron Giant prologue, you know, like Garcia, which is just in the scene, he was so fast going there, you know, it's
was
unbelievable. Yeah, he was absolutely flying up there. Then we have the Storm of Eisenherz, which is such a rare thing. They always bring some dinosaurs into the event, you know, just to bring them to the Storm of Eisenherz. There we can see the dinosaur. It's insane.
A dinosaur?
A big dinosaur. Like last year when we walked up into the main pits, and they literally brought like I think 3 different big dinosaurs, which is so sick.
No way.
Yeah, definitely. There we can see how crazy the people are, you know.
Well, you obviously being a pro, you don't get involved in it, but the beer tent's quite lively, isn't it? Oh, look at this climb. Oh.
Yeah. This was insane, this climb. Like, it was completely new, and I was like, the photographers, please help me, and they just stay there and make some pictures. Maybe this angle, but yeah.
Are you not at the no help zone yet? Then can you still have assistance at this point? Is that right?
It was before no help zone, yeah.
Ah, really? So you literally were saying, grab a fork and give me a pull?
Yeah, because it was.
Put down your cameras, for God's sake! I'm trying to win the Erzberg.
Yeah, it was right before machine, so maybe like 2 uphills before machine or something like this, and it was so steep. Like nobody expected like such a small uphill gets like so hard to get up there. Like Johnny, everybody was struggling up there. Yeah. Oh my God, this was such a nice line.
That was a nice ride, wasn't it? That.
Yeah, totally.
Was it hot last year? Looks bone dry.
It was pretty alright. Like it was quite dry, but like the conditions were actually pretty solid, I would say, for racing. It wasn't dusty as a couple of years ago, but it was also not really wet. So yes, now we're in machine, and I had one of the best shots ever in this one. It was absolutely amazing. Yeah, I was so impressed with myself. Oh!
Ah! That was a big way back down.
He was sending it. Oh, another crash.
Oh my.
Ooh.
So yeah, but you were pleased with the way you went through machine, were you, Manny?
Yeah, totally. When I was up there, I was like, oh my God, I definitely killed it. You know, like I gave some props to myself, like when I was racing it.
Did you start partying in the helmet there that the victory was coming, or was it much too early in the event for that?
Nah, it was much too early, but I was like, this gave me another like 20 or 30 seconds, you know, like at the beginning we were always racing each other, so every kind of like clear uphill, you just can save so much time, which is
and energy, I guess. I mean, even for a pro like you, it's a relatively short, but like we say, incredibly intense. But physically, do you get exhausted by the end of it?
Yeah, of course.
I thought you did. No, I wondered. You know, I mean, it's 2 hours, but it's so much pushing, isn't there?
Yeah. Like already Teddy said, you know, like for us it's more like a sprint race, you know, and we just race our heart out. So we always give our best.
Dude, this is what's nuts about the Erzbergrodeo, the hare scramble. Like, are you for real? Is this really happening? Is this actually happening?
This is actually happening that a Bavarian guy struggles in the snow. It's insane.
That's right, dude.
Yeah.
And you're quite a good skier, I heard. What's up? He's never seen snow before. He doesn't know what it is. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Look at the speed of him.
Yeah. What is the white thing on the dirt?
It's like he's shooting a free ride ski movie, the speed he went down that chute. Look at that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
You get everything, man.
He passed me there, but like 2 minutes later I passed him back, where I was really happy about it. It was insane, you know, like it was still really cold, and then you have to ride down a big, long snow field, which was super scary, especially because I crashed right at the beginning. So I was just sliding maybe 50 meters down or something like this.
It is bonkers. Are the descents more terrifying than the ascents? Are the downhills worse than the uphills here at this event, Manny?
Like the downhills are sometimes more scarier because at the uphills you just can't make them sometimes, so that's the problem. But I would say them uphills are definitely like it's the biggest part where you can just lose a lot of time. Like we just said, Wade, he was doing a pit stop. I didn't make one just out of strategy because I thought the fuel is enough until the first pit stop, so we kind of gambling a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah.
So how many fuel stops would you need then? Just one? You try and do it just one stop, do you?
Yeah, just one. Just one was enough. And I was still good, you know, with food and water. Sometimes you also, you know, just stop to get some bars or whatever, but I just felt really good at this point, and it was before we dropped into Karl Steiner, and I was like, I don't want to put too much fuel into my bike now, you know, it's also heavier than at the end, and just sometimes also like a little bit of strategy in the background.
And this is that insanely steep run into Karl's dinner, isn't it? Like,
yeah, this is really steep, but not the same one.
You're riding it, right? Are you on the bike?
Yeah, I was riding it. It was not the same one what we have done in 2015, but because they made it so much longer, like you can't believe, you know, like back in the days, also the length of Cortina was completely different. Now we're starting maybe 1 kilometer further from the right and go completely to the left, then back to the right, and just, yeah, it's unbelievable how long it is.
And you got 50 seconds on Graham Jarvis here. I mean, when you're talking about Carl's Dinner and Jarvis, I guess that's not that much time. Were you aware that he was that far behind? Did you have people telling you the gaps?
No, not at all. Like, I'm more of a guy who's not so much interested into the times, you know, like I'm just racing and trying my best to also give my best, you know, so I don't really matter what the other guys are doing.
No, you ride your own race. That's that.
Yeah, I try to ride my own race, which is, I think, a good thing, and sometimes it's working out for sure. Sometimes it's also good to know what the times are, but then I think now when you don't know it, then you're just so much more focused.
Mate, that's right. Yeah. And of course, you went on this year, 2019, last year, to win the overall, the West Series, to become the Ultimate Enduro World Champion. I mean, where were you at this point where were you in the standings at this point, Manny?
I think I was around second. Like, I had really good results right at the beginning, you know, like starting out with a podium.
You won Romaniacs, didn't you? So
yeah, I won Romaniacs, but it was 2 events after Erzberg, so
it was after. Excuse me.
Yeah. I was sitting around. Yeah, I think I was second actually. Second.
And you still had your wins.
No wins, only podiums at this point. So I try to be Mr. Consistent, you know, like always saying I'm Ryan Dungey in Extreme Enduro Sport, because he also won a couple of championships just to be the Mr. Consistent, you know. That's right.
But look, this is like this just I don't know, the pressure on you here, because you know, everyone's
you know,
there,
like,
all of you. Look at it.
Yeah, totally. I was thinking there, oh my God, the white face with the black helmet is coming and always closer. Yeah.
It's right. He's intimidating, isn't it?
Yeah. It's unbelievable, you know, like he's just so good in Cortina, and I would say last year I wasn't slow, you know, like I was going the same speed as the other guys, but he was just 6 minutes faster than everybody else.
Is that what it was, basically? 6 minutes, and
yeah, 6 minutes.
And you didn't get too involved in all the mud and filth then back at like some of the amateurs. There was unbelievable scenes in the woods. Look at it.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, also the whole track looks completely different after every year, you know, like we always see the track, and then for them, you know, like I don't remember any kind of mud, but for them it's like a big mud party, you know. So
yeah, dude, you're missing out.
Fuck. Yeah.
Look at this. Honestly, when I look at this, I'm like, this isn't really made for motorbikes to be going up. You know what I mean? It's just madness.
Yeah, it's just madness, and sometimes they're just.
It is, isn't it? It is madness. I'm right. It's lunacy. The trials bike wouldn't really be even the tool for that.
No, not at all.
No. So Graham's leading
like the best
now.
thing, you know, it's the best thing if you just don't go there, you know? Like, just miss it completely.
Yeah. It's the ideal way through it.
Yeah. Nah, like, there we just see Graham, he passed me and he just pulled away, you know? Like, I was, in my mind, was going through my mind, like, how is he going so fast? Like, I just tried to stay with him, but I had no chance at all to ride his speed.
Is that really right? Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean,
it's really
you're
right.
The only riders to say that.
Yeah, I think everybody has the same opinion about Graham, you know, like he's just one of the best guys out there, and especially in them extreme bits, his bike setup is working great, his riding technique, you know, he also never like really stressing out, you know, he's such a calm rider, and sometimes if you're in front of him and making a mistake, he's just waiting. I can take this line.
Does he really? You just sit back and let it all unfold.
Yeah.
He never seems to panic then.
Nah,
maybe
he never
here a little bit.
Where's the flag?
Here a little bit, yeah. This was a weird situation, you know, like we always like checking out the track as good as possible. Yeah, he's screaming around and has no idea what.
You had 10 minutes on you here, which isn't long if you get lost, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, he made all this forest, which was insane because it was not really marked, but he have done it. And normally the checkpoint wasn't in the race, so if I would pass him in Green Hell and have been first in the finish, he's still got like a 6-minute advantage because he done this checkpoint and all of us haven't.
Oh, is that right? Is that right? I didn't know that. Oh, interesting. So we had another 6 minutes to play with, but you didn't know that at the time, right?
No, I didn't know that at the time. I just saw him right before Green Hell and was like, oh my god, I made just such a good time, good. I was like, nah, I'm feeling strong, man, you know, like really like just focused and really motivated again. But yeah, at the end I knew that something is wrong when the track manager told me, yeah, you don't have to go up there, and they just skipped the part out of the race, which he done.
Oh, look at it. Here you go, Manny.
I had actually a really good shot. There we can see, we just see Graham, you know, like he was a little bit in the back and then he saw me coming and just pushed his bike a little bit more in front that I have no chance just to pass him.
Do you reckon he did? Is that what, does all that go on?
I think so. Like,
I love it. This is great.
You know, that's part of racing. I think everybody.
Well, that's what I'd have done, mate, for sure. You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, totally.
But you know, Manny, at this point then, you'd not won a round of the West. You're right there with Graham Jarvis, right? I mean, look at the crowd. It must be pretty unbelievable. It must. What does it feel like? I feel like you're under so much pressure to just get out the top of this thing.
Yeah, totally. Like the last few meters up there, you know, it wasn't rideable at all. You know, like we had to push so much, and there were so many people just cheering for us, and I think this was probably like to ride the shittiest part, but from the motivation and from the fans and like just the vibes, it was one of the best parts.
Yeah, certainly one of the best to look back at. Maybe not at the time, but look at this.
Not at the time. I was like, oh my god, we are struggling in Green Hell again. You know, like I already have a good story from 2018 where myself and Billy, we helped each other, and I went back to help him again. So Green Hell, I have some good, bad memories, I would say.
You got some history with Green Hula. How is it? Green Hula? Is that right?
Grüne Hölle.
Pretty, not really then.
Yeah, it's hard. I know. German is hard. It's a hard language.
But there's Andre, isn't it? There, your dad's there as well, look.
Yeah, he was always.
What's he saying to you at this point, Manny?
He's just trying to keep me calm, you know, like he also showed Graham some lines just to get me also.
Send him off on the wrong way.
Yeah, send him. No. But just helping him as well, just because we were struggling in there and had to wait. And you never know, you know, somebody, maybe the third guy is already coming, you know, so we...
Three's a crowd, mate, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like, that's right. You need, he's just trying to get you both out of there.
Yeah, totally. Because, you know, like, there's no chance to pass somebody, so you kind of stuck, like, I was stuck behind Graham and just had to wait until he's up, and then I could ride up.
Yeah, that's right. That's how it is. Yeah. Pretty tough, I'd say, but and you know that the minute he gets over the top of there, he is long gone, right? He's going to be pedal to the metal now. How much time did you lose to him there, Manny? Was it just a few seconds? Or it took you a while?
In Green Hell, not so much, I would say. Like, it was just more, maybe like 1 minute or something like this. Like, I struggled completely at the end. But then he just pushed so much. Also through Dynamite, you know, like also them middle parts, he was just flying, I would say. Like I was so impressed last year at Romaniacs when we rode together the first couple of days. He was going so fast, you know, also in them fast races.
Was he? Was he?
Yeah, totally. In them fast bits, he was going so fast that I was like, if Graham, he's gonna ride 4 days in this speed, he's definitely gonna win Romaniacs again, you know? Like I was so
Really,
impressed with his fast speed, you know, because normally he's like a technical rider, but he can also sense it in another way.
And how old are you now, Manny? You say? How old are you?
22.
So Graham, he's 23 years older than you. He's actually more than double your age. I mean, it's pretty unbelievable sat here to me to see you two battling like that. It really is. It's an amazing thing to see. It is.
It's insane. Like for myself, maybe it's a little bit of a shame that a 44-year-old guy beats me, but
well, that is the truth. Yeah.
At the end, you know, like he's the GOAT, you know, greatest of all time, I would say, in our sport. So I can be proud of my second place last year.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, and like you know, you got a few goes ahead of you. Yeah, that was nice to get up there, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was so sketchy because normally the line was on the left side of the arch and I went the steepest way up because I was just so slow. My dad told me after the race, he was like, how did you come up lazy noon? It was like, it looked like there was no chance that you still make it. And I was like, yeah, just a pro, you know?
just wind it on and lean back. So here's Graham then, coming in for that historic 5th Hare Scramble win, putting himself level with Tadej Blazusiak.
Yeah, insane. It's insane.
5 times a winner, Manny. Yeah, you know that was, you know, that you weren't far off that being you this year though, were you? Last year, that was nearly you.
Yeah, but hey, I'm definitely like, he deserves it, you know, like he was the best guy out there this year again at Red Bull Erzbergrodeo, and he definitely deserves his 5th win. He put a lot of work into it and just raced his heart out. So props to him.
Yeah,
definitely.
There's no taking it away from him. He is the man at the Erzbergrodeo at the moment. In recent years, there is no one to touch Jarvis. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, super simple. I hope maybe next year I have another shot and maybe can beat him one time.
Yeah. What was it like for you to win the Getson? I mean, because that's another huge hard enduro on home soil, you know what I mean? You won that. That must have been an incredible day for you, Manny.
Yeah, definitely one of the best moments so far in my career, you know, like to win Getson Rodeo in front of my home crowd, West finally, you know, to get the West Championship, to get everything like in one spot and on one weekend in my country. Like my family was there, my friends were there. Like I would say, best moment in my whole life.
Yeah, that's kind of what you've been riding towards all this time. That's great.
Yeah.
So great. It was a little bit of time you had on you in the end. Then at the end of this one.
Yeah, totally. We had also a good party afterwards.
Was it?
Yeah, for sure.
Did Graham have the energy to get to the party? Is what I want to know.
Yeah. I have no.
Was he there?
You know, sometimes you're just already so exhausted that you have power again. You know, like you get over this step and you're like, okay, now we're going full out.
And what did this feel like coming round to take second place? I mean, an incredible achievement.
I was happy. Little no-hander for the crowd. I was really happy about this. Like, I think I had a really good race. I've done my job, you know, like I gave my best. At the end, he was a little bit better than me, but I think I improved again, you know, like 3rd, 2nd. So there is one more sport in the making, and I hope I can achieve it one day.
Mario Roman in 3rd, 2 minutes in the end. It wasn't that you know, like we've seen much bigger gaps just on the ones we've watched today. So 2 minutes away from winning. Not bad, mate. Not bad.
Yeah. Close.
Close. That's right. Really close.
Yeah. Always such a cool atmosphere, you know, like in the finish. You're just so happy and you wait until the other guys are coming in, and and it's just such a cool vibe, like in the finish area, just hanging around with the guys, talking about the race, maybe get one beer or something like this.
Yeah, I bet. We go straight to it. I mean, you know, the camaraderie that you show out on the track as well. I mean, it's nice that you're all friends in hard enduro, aren't you? Because you race the terrain kind of just as much as you race each other, I suppose.
Yeah, totally. We race the terrain, and sometimes, for sure, we race each other, but we always have to take care about everybody.
Well, Manny, it's been absolutely amazing to look back at these Erzbergs, these hair scrambles with you. So thanks very much for joining us this afternoon.
No problem. I enjoyed it actually. Like, it was nice to see like them old races going on, and also like the 2013 race, you know, where my dad was still on the old Husky, and yeah, it was definitely a cool way to go through the races again.